Hello, this video is to show you how to do linear regression on a TI-84 calculator. First thing you need to do is make sure that everything is cleared out. Home screen is cleared. Hit the Y equals button. And if there's anything in there, hit clear. Hit the stat button. This is where we're going to be entering our data. Hit enter on number 1 for edit. If you have anything in your columns here, arrow up to the top of the column, hit clear, enter, and you can do that for all of the columns that have data in them. Clear, enter. And then you can enter the X values into list 1. So I'm just going to pick some random X values. Then arrow over to list 2, and this is where you're going to enter your Y values that go along with the corresponding X value on the left. Next, we are going to hit stat. We are going to calculate our equation, so we need to arrow over to calculate. And then we're going to arrow down to number 4, the linear regression AX plus B. Hit enter here. Now on this screen, it depends on what operating system your calculator has. So if you have an older version calculator, like an 83 or an 84 that's not a plus edition, you're going to have to enter some things in here. First of all, it's not going to come up with this table. It's going to come up with line reg AX plus B at the top, and the cursor will be after that. If you have that version, you're going to have to enter in list 1 and list 2. And those are right here above the 1 key, list 1. So you access that by hitting second list number 1 for list 1. And then arrow down, second, number 2 for list 2. You're going to have to put the comma in between as well. Let's go down to store reg equation on this one. The other version, you'll also have to enter something here. It goes after list 1, list 2. And this is where we're going to enter the equation in. So we hit vars, arrow over to Y variables, function, hit enter on, and Y1, hit enter on. And then we're going to hit enter and enter until we get our equation. And there's my equation. So now when we go into the Y equals key, you should see your equation here. If you do not see your equation here, then you can always type it in. Okay, now we need to be able to see our scatter plot and our equation by hitting second, Y equals. This plot might be turned off. It needs to be turned on, so hit enter. Hit enter on and make all of the choices. Now we can hit zoom and then arrow down until you get to number 9. For zoom stat, hit enter on number 9. Oops, went too far. There we go, number 9, hit enter. My calculator is freezing up on me, so I'm just going to hit number 9 on the screen. And here comes our equation. Now you can also set the window to your specific domain and range from your table by hitting the window key and then setting this. So I can make the origin in the left corner by setting this to 0. And I think my data only went up to something like 10. I'm going to do the same for my y-axis from 0 to 10. So now when I hit graph, I just have my specific window. There is my linear regression, or line of best fit, as it is also called. We can now trace the function or trace the points by hitting the trace key. So right now, if I arrow left and right, I can see the data points. If I arrow up or down, it will get me to the equation. And then when I arrow left and right, I can see different points on the line of best fit. I can also calculate points on the line of best fit. So if I wanted to know the y coordinate for an x coordinate of 5, I can enter 5 here and press enter, and it will give me the corresponding y coordinate. That's it for linear regression on a TI-84 calculator. Have fun.